guys, welcome back to Exposed. And if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I was just looking at my old videos, and 4 months ago Miss was on 222,000 subscribers, and kablamo, she's at 306 today. Wow. Right, I have, I think, 4, 8, 10 videos of madams to catch up on. So we'll jump in with the latest, shall we? See, here we go. Here's a video, right? When was this? 6 days ago. 10,000 views. A bit shit considering you've got, how many? 306,000 people subscribed, but only 10,000 bothered to watch. 20, 15, 26, 36. And that's because it's Amazon. Everybody watches Amazon hauls. Amazon, 45. Who does she think she's kidding? Really? Anywho. Top designer handbags of 2024 and my wish list. Don't you have enough? Shall we jump in? Oh, hang on, it'll be on double speed.
It's a forever gift.
Oh, no.
And
It's not. I was watching stuff on double speed.
It's a forever gift. And I'm super excited about it. Can you tell? Hey guys, it's Lisa. Today we're going to do my top luxury handbag purchases of the year. I was just thinking my heart's beating. I was having the hardest time. Like, at first I wanted to do...
If it wasn't, you'd be dead.
5, then it went to 10, and now I think I have over 10. I'm also going to tell you my wish list on some things that I'm thinking about getting, and you can give me your advice. A lot of these bags are not
Don't buy any more bags.
going to be available anymore, but I will try to find either lookalikes or some on like Fashion File and some places like...
And why are you sat in your house with a coat on?
that. I have purchased, I don't know how many bags off of even eBay and been totally satisfied with them. In today's video, I am partnering with Ideal Diamonds, and I have something so exciting to show you. If you've been here with me, I have shown...
IDYL spells idle, not ideal. Either you're wrong or they're wrong, or both.
You and shared with you the Ideal Diamonds before. This is probably one of my favorite necklaces. I have several of them. These are lab created diamonds set in 14 karat solid gold. There is no middleman. So the artisans at Ideal in Belgium make these jewelry pieces and then ship it straight...
Oh, you've shut the putty tat in. You always leave that door open. Why is the door shut?
Straight to you worldwide with a really good return policy. The concept is, of course, lab-created diamonds, which are made in the same way they are out in nature, but it's more sustainable, and they can do it for a much less price, especially because...
A much less price? Aren't you glad you've got her fronting your company, Ideal?
Because you're buying straight from the artisans themselves. And even if you order certain pieces and they're not mass produced, they're made in small quantities. So I'm so excited to bring to you the Tamara Kalinick collection. I have followed her for so many years. I don't even know how long, since she was living at her parents', sitting in her bedroom and just showing her fashion and talking, and now she is probably one of the most high-end, most successful Instagram or influencers, and she has been wearing Ideal Diamonds for years. She is the first person that I heard about these from. So she did a collection with them, and when she was explaining why she picked what she did, she was saying it was her love of her diamond tennis bracelet and the different cuts of diamonds. So here they are. That's one side, and I do have that one little piercing that I got done probably 4 years ago. No regrets. And here are
Why are you even mentioning it? Why are you mentioning the little earring that you got 4 years ago when you're supposed to be showing these earrings? Ignore that one. Why? Why do these companies keep fucking sponsoring with her? Really? Why? Why are they paying you when you don't know what fucking day of the week it is?
the others. Are they not just beautiful? Honestly, I was thinking
Of course they are. They're free.
yesterday, I wish I never had to take them out of my ears.
Well,
Now,
you
I noticed this
don't.
morning when I was on the website, their piercing collection does have the flat screw back. So that's something I might explore. I wanted to get my ears done
Oh, if I say it enough times in this video, Idea will send them to me for free.
one more time when I went and I got my second piercing and I forget what this is even called now. I know it's not a helix. I always think of that word. I can't even remember. But they told me that I couldn't get all of that done at one time because that's how I roll. I overdo it. So I'm thinking about going back and
Oh, you're admitting it now that you overdo it.
getting my third piercing done and using one of the ideal diamonds. Pretty excited about that. When I was growing up, she's actually my dad's first cousin. And she always wore these huge, I will bet they were probably 1.5 carats or 2 carats a piece, diamond studs. And you never saw her without them. It was just like her signature diamond studs. I don't know if she ever took them out. And I've always had that in my mind that I would love to do that. And that's what I was thinking with this collection. I could leave these in forever. They're just so beautiful. Ideal has been running a 20% off special. If I have any additional information or code, I will leave that down below. Okay, I pulled up the website so I don't tell you anything. Oh, and look at all of the necklaces. And the earrings are modular. So you choose what size stud you want. I believe there's 3 different sizes. These are the medium. And then see, these go right on the studs. I really like this style. They have some other ones that hang behind your ears, and you can pick the different little hole to put them in to make them adjustable.
You could have hung that behind your ear if you wanted to.
These, I would say, are my favorite, and this is a very limited collection. I missed it the first time. I messaged them, and it was gone. So they just brought this.
I messaged them. Not, I look to buy them. I messaged them. Oh no, this is Lisa. I thought I'd be sent those in PR. Why did I not get those? Can I put my name forward for the next one? It's like people out there will be like, you're just jealous, the usual. But what gets me is she can more than afford to buy them herself. So why don't you just buy the damn things? And be grateful if you get stuff in PR. No, she doesn't do that. She has to ask. Drives me insane. Why have I got a knot in this wire? Excuse me a second. No idea why that got knotted up. They do that, don't they? Wires, when you go to sleep, they all come out and play and dance around, and then you wake up the next day and everything is in a knot and you don't know why.
It's back, and here they are. Now they have rings. I want to get some rings.
I want. Sick of hearing her say that. I'll just put this on here for a sec because I'm wondering about the sound. She's quite quiet.
Exceptional lab-grown diamonds and the richness of pure gold. That is so valuable to me because my ears are still so sensitive. If I put the wrong earring in, even in the first piercing that I got before 3rd grade with my grandmother and my mom for my birthday, they will still get angry. So, okay, let's see. They also have bracelets, necklaces, earrings, the piercings, and I believe they might even
They're called earrings too.
have some cuffs. So lots of possibilities. Look for the rings in my future. And let's see, I'm going to look up tomorrow's collection. Okay, so this one over here that you can turn down or you can turn it going up the ear, that is the Venezia. She chose the names. They're named after her favorite places. I haven't been to Venezia, but I like this. Then let's see this one over here. That is Capri. So pretty. And then this one is Paris. I mean, I hope you can see the shape of the actual diamonds coming down. I'll put pictures and everything in here. So thank you to Ideal Diamonds for including me. I'm so flattered and I'm so happy to bring you this discount. This would be a great Christmas gift for yourself from your husband or for like a daughter-in-law. It's a forever gift. And I'm super excited about it. Can you tell? Okay, so now let's get on with the handbags. Okay, like I said, this is really in no particular order. I'm just going to pick them up and show them to you. And my favorites aren't really about what is most valuable, what is most user-friendly. This is on pure joy. Like when I got these handbags or I saw them and I used them,
I saw one. Really?
was I just thrilled with them? Are they a bag that I just kept looking at and kept loving even more? So that is my criteria. It's emotional. I judge on emotions and happiness only. Okay. This might be my only Louis Vuitton. And it's not that I don't love the other Louis Vuitton bags I got, but there was something special about this one. I got it in Florida when I went down to visit Kelly and Christina. And I just think it is like an edgy, I can't even describe how I feel about it. It's got
I'm bored already. Anyone else?
a little bit of edginess to it. It's almost like if you were to take a Kate Moss or like an edgy style and put it in a Louis Vuitton bag. I also like, there's a black one that I really like, but I don't know, there's just something so classic about this Louis Vuitton print that I always
Yeah, you have to have the print, don't you, so that everybody knows you've got a designer handbag. Otherwise, how would they know and feel jealous of you? Really?
like. I love the chain on it. I love that it's a big bag. So it's like if you're a mom or you're someone that really likes bigger bags, there is like plenty of room with the zipper inside. It's just different. I really like it. I like the buckle. I like everything about it. And this is just one that I was like, oh, I love this bag. A lot of times too, I know they're bags I really love because I'll take them over to my parents and like show them. And my mom and dad really like this one too. Okay, bag.
That's not normal, Lisa. Your mum? Yeah. My mum and daddy, they really love my bags. Whatever. Ooh, pardon me. Can you stop rattling? Thank you.
Bag number 2. This
Fugly.
is the little Prada. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't get into like the nitty gritty details. I know I got this when I was in Atlanta with John and we went to the Rolling Stones concert. This was probably my favorite. I don't know. I've got another one in here that I got on that trip. The reason I like this is it's so 70s looking. It's so American Hustle, or it's
just so Miami Vice or whatever the fuck it was you were watching when you decided to go for that. And you'll like it for 5 minutes and then you'll sell it or you'll shove it at the back of the cupboard. That's the thing with you. You don't think about your purchases. You buy stuff on a whim, and then 5 minutes later, you're not interested in it. You're not interested in it anymore. That's something a child does. By your age, you should have learned a bit more discernment.
has that like almost like a vintage vibe. It's available in bigger sizes and several different colors. And I'll be honest with you, I almost bought one just like this in leopard calf hair when I was in Beverly Hills on Rodeo Drive when I bought my loafers. And for some reason, even though I had already used my card, it flagged my card and it didn't send a note to me, it sent a note to John. And so when I left there, John called me and he approved it, but the moment was gone. It's all about the moment because I already had like that negative feeling because I was not really embarrassed, but it just wasn't the way I.
Really? Can you imagine her? She goes on about him having steam coming out of his head. I bet she's a right sulky little witch. I wanted it then and it then. The moment's gone. Child.
I like things to go. So I just got the Prada loafers and I left. But this bag, when I saw it, I
So
immediately
wet.
loved it. It's the, West East style. And it's a vibe in a bag. I really, really love this bag. With that said, you know how I feel about this bag. This is the Brahmin, starts with a D, I think Dayan, and it comes in many, many colors, textures, and it is not as expensive as the Prada, and it is just beautiful. Now, I personally, part of what makes this so beautiful to me is the dark, dark, dark green. It is just the most beautiful black green ever. And the buckles on each one were a little different, and I liked this buckle. It has a pocket in the back for your phone. It probably has a little bit of specialness to me because my mom loves Brahmin bags. My dad buys her lots of Brahmin bags. And so it's kind of special to me that way too. And look, inside pockets, pocket there, just a really.
Are they rolling in money, this family? From doing what exactly? My daddy buys my mama a lot of bags and Birkenstocks and everything else. So basically, you wanted John to do the same as your dad for you. Where would we be if you couldn't go out and spend thousands upon thousands on handbags? Can you imagine if she'd never found John and she ended up single for the rest of her days? She'd be fucking swimming in debt by now, wouldn't she?
Nice, good looking, rich looking bag. I really love it, and it's that same shape, and I really think this is very popular. This bag and another one that I'm going to show you from Coach really kind of brought Brahmin and Coach back into the conversation as far as bags go.
What conversation?
Okay, so speaking of that Coach bag, here it is. This is the Coach Empire. And I'm going to tell you, once I saw this, I got this when we were at LTK, the style conference. I got there early, went to the mall that night, wanted to just grab something to eat at the food court. And I thought, I'm going to go into the Coach store because I've heard that their bags are really good. I kept seeing this bag on YouTube. And I went in there and they were like, yeah, we cannot even keep it on the shelf. I really wanted that dark, dark blue, and I might still get it because I'm sure that they will re-release it. But I got the black, and I'm so glad I did. Now, a lot of people ask me about this. I bought this there. They put it on there to entice me, and it worked. And then I also got my little thing stamped, Lisa D1 with the lips. That's special. But this bag is like, it's like perfect, perfect. People ask me, is it heavy? I mean, it's a little bit heavy, but no heavier than like my Valentino tote or my Chanel DeVille or any of those big totes. It's as you would expect. And Coach bags are just made so nicely. It is just a really.
I think, aren't all handbags made nicely? I just can't with her.
really good bag.
I've had such a long break. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, now I'm back and it's like, no, you're just hammering the nail into the coffin of why I don't like doing Lisa videos.
I feel good about carrying it. I've always loved Coach bags. We used to go to the Myrtle Beach outlet and, look at the Coach bags, and I was always so thrilled. I think probably some of my most thrilling handbags ever were the Coach Spotlight bags, the pink one and the gold one I had. So Coach is kind of
Have you got rid of them? That was the only one I wanted. Other people would say, fuck's sake, that was really gaudy and horrible. But her and Love, Peace and Lip Gloss, they'd got them at the same time. And it was like, I don't know what it was, glitter, sequin, something. But it was like, that's got me written all over it. I think that's, what did she just call it? I think that's what it was. If I can find a picture of it, I'll stick in at the end, I will.
in my heart too. So I will try to find this. I think it's actually maybe a handle. I like the bag charms.
I think it's actually maybe a handle.
And I could be swayed to the bag charms, but they would have to be something that really grabs me. And this one really, really grabbed me. Okay, so this bag gives me butterflies. When I saw this bag, I was in Vegas at
Who gets butterflies looking at a handbag? Who?
a conference. It was with Think Media, and it was the second time I'd ever been to Vegas. And I'm not even sure what Chanel I was in, but I saw this bag. First, I saw it in the black, and I liked it, but when she showed it to me in the white, it was expensive. And so I didn't get it. And then I went and walked all around, and I went back and got this bag, and I have no regrets. And it's this little camera bag from Chanel. I mean, look at the details on this. Look at that little camera with the little crystal. This, I think, is one of the biggest selling points. It's a mirror where the lens cap opens. Crossbody, just the little Chanel all around the lens cap. The flash.
See, that's something I'd buy. Especially as well as the fact it's crossbody, because I can't carry bugger all anymore. But I like quirky things like that. Not that stupid shaped fucking hot dog bag she bought. Fugly.
I mean, this bag is a piece of art. It is just one of my all-time favorites. I will never, ever, ever get rid of this bag. And I really enjoyed wearing it this summer, and I'll bring it back out. And, of course, look, and see how that Chanel looks kind of vintage? It just goes right in line with the whole, oh God, it has that little thing like you would move the lens. It's just like, looks like it could be in a Slim Aaron's piece of art or something. It's just so pretty. And then it is not that hard to use. It opens up fairly wide. So I enjoyed using it. It's definitely not something that would bother me. And I just love it. Love it, love it. I always love a good Chanel strap. They're always so pretty. So love it. Okay, this one, love at first sight. I saw a girl. It was when John and I were in Atlanta. I was in Louis Vuitton.
She just bought a bag and she came out and saw a woman that had this bag and she had to go and get that one as well.
Across, and there was this couple and this girl. I think she was looking at the sunglasses. Nope, the hoops. She was looking at the Louis Vuitton hoops that I got. And I knew I would get along with her. So I went over there. Sure enough, she was so nice. She had a bag very similar to this. And I asked her, did she just get it? And she said her husband had bought it for her. So John and I walked directly over to the YSL store. I didn't see anything. And then he opened the drawer. There's always magic in the drawers. When you go in Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, any of those places, they've got the latest releases out on the shelves. Always look in their cabinets and in their drawers. See, if you don't start talking to them and kind of, get a rapport with them, going with them, they're not going to show you those things. But as soon as they know you're serious, they have lots of stuff to show you. Matter of fact, the Louis Vuitton bag, that I showed you wasn't out. It was only after we looked in the drawers. And what I try to do is tell them a little bit about myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm into Palm Royale right now, but there's a lot of Kate Moss there too. And sometimes I like this and some.
Really? If I was in the Chanel shop and she started with all that, I'd be like, and you're telling me this because? Why doesn't she just say to them, I'm normally not into the latest and greatest. I like all the stuff that you have hidden away. Have you got anything quirky that I might like hidden in a drawer? You don't need to tell them your life history.
Sometimes I like that, and I will just, explain to them my style and what I like, and we go from there. I think that's the whole beauty of shopping in the store versus online is I enjoy the whole process. It would be like if you loved gardening or you raised orchids and you enjoyed going to other places.
You don't raise orchids, you raise children. You grow orchids. Is she on a different fucking planet to the rest of us?
Is maybe where orchid growers and collectors were there and you would buy some, but what you would enjoy is talking to the other people about the orchids. So that's kind of how it is. And when he opened the drawer and showed this one, the color is amazing. It just is with this gold and with the gold chain and just everything about this bag is beautiful. We went to dinner that night at a fancy steakhouse and I wore it, and it's a walk. So it's a wallet on a chain and it still fit. I've got it down to a little Chanel, little zippy case and my Louis Vuitton card holder. Like that's all I need in a bag. And so it's easy for me to take a bag like this and then just as soon as I start carrying a bigger bag like that Coach tote, there'll be a scarf in there, 4 pair of sunglasses, something
Hairs.
to take to my mom's. So it just, I can adjust. I can adjust to any size bag. But this one is just beautiful and not crazy expensive and would also be a really, really good gift. This in like a nude or a black or a brown also could be a good, evening bag. I just love it. But look at that color. It's like an orchid. Wow, maybe that was in my head. An orchid or an azalea or a hibiscus, maybe. Just that gorgeous, gorgeous, deep, rich pink. Okay, this is.
Ooh, I've got a visitor. Hang on, people. That door. Where's the button? Why do I never find the button I'm looking for? Right, where were we? Just having a very important discussion about what we're having for dinner. So now I've completely forgotten where I was or what I was doing, but here we go.
One of my latest babies here, and she still has the plastic left on her because guess what? I'm petrified to use this bag. Maybe today I will use her, but I cannot believe I got this bag. Like, this is one of the most coveted, hard to find, medium Chanel flap, caviar in the beige with the gold hardware. That is not an easy combination. I got this when the family and I went to Palm Beach and we went to the Nordstrom sale.
The family and I.
And we went to eat that night at the mall and check out a few places. And I went in Chanel and I connected with Sandy. I'll never forget her name. And I told her this is what I really wanted. And she said, I might be able to get that for you. And she showed me another bag in this color to make sure, because Chanel has, I don't know how many beiges. Some of them are more gray, some of them are more orange, some of them are more pink. There is just so many different color beiges.
So why don't they call them something different then? Like have a number after it or something? Because how do you know?
And she told me she would try to find it and call me the next day. I never in a million years ever would have thought she would have found this bag, and she did. And even then, I told John, I said, I won't believe it until I see it. And so here she is. And it's just your classic caviar beige flap with gold hardware. And it has the double flap. You guys know what all this looks like, but
I
it is
don't.
beautiful. And you know what? I'm going to use it. I'm going to keep it out and use it. Life is short. You know, I didn't use that Chanel Deville. Okay, put that in there. I don't even know where it is. It's in my near my travel stuff. That Chanel Deville.
I don't even know where it is. It's near my travel stuff. How far away is your travel stuff?
I have loved it. Now, a comparable bag would be the Coach Empire, but I didn't use that for years because I was scared I was going to scratch it, get it dirty, all these things. I have never looked back since I started using it. I've taken it on the plane, I've taken it everywhere. Use your stuff. Use your stuff.
Really? Who are you telling? You're the one that hasn't been using her stuff, not us.
Like Rachel Zoe said this one time, don't treat it like it's precious. Use it. And I need to keep that in my mind. Life is so precious and short. I need to use the bag. So, yeah. And you know, another thing with the medium, with any of the classic flap bags, you can only
Must admit, I do like that style of Chanel bag. Would I pay the money for one of them? No. If I saw a bag that was that shape and clothes like that and whatever, would I get it? Possibly. But there's no way I'd pay through the nose just for a Chanel. Why? A leather handbag's a leather handbag, in my opinion. Sorry about the dehumidifier.
buy
Oops.
them in the store. They cannot ship them to you. They cannot give them to another person. You have to be in the store and you have to buy them. So that's what also makes these really valuable, and they keep going up in price. My first one was the jumbo black. I think that was my first Chanel bag. I got it with Sheila, and I believe, well, I know I was in Los Angeles. I think I was on Rodeo Drive, and I still have it and I love it. It's caviar with the gold too. So love this, love it.
What do they mean by caviar? Is that the style of leather?
Okay, now we bring in
Fugly.
Gucci. Oh, I love Gucci.
Fugly.
I will never pass a Gucci store and not go in. I got this when I was in New York for Fashion Week, and the sales associate.
Stop saying it like that. I was in New York. It happened to be at the same time as Fashion Week.
Associate there, we connected immediately. I didn't get anything the first time I went in there, but I went back and I ended up getting this bag. And I'll tell you, it is not only is this a really user-friendly bag, it's kind of soft and it has plenty of space. I absolutely love.
Why didn't you put the fucking chain at the back when you were opening the bag up, you moron?
The like crinkled patent look. I've always been a sucker for patent leather. I love the Dionysus handbags, period. They're so classic. I love the color, this like burgundy wine type color. It's perfection. But the cherry on top is the hardware. It's a new hardware. I can't remember if it's called ruthenium or if it's called something else. Different lines call them something different, but you'll see that sometimes it can look kind of gold and sometimes it can look silver, and it is just gorgeous. Like from this view, I'm looking at it now, it looks gold, but when you look at it right on, it can look silver. It's just so good. It's so good that there is a black one that actually has a top handle that I'll be telling you about in a few minutes. Okay, we'll just continue with my love for the Dionysus bag. This bag I got in, I remember the girl I got it from, and I can remember she put me in a private room. It was a wonderful experience, and I'm thinking it was Dallas when I went for Colleen Rothschild's anniversary party. I'm thinking it was that trip. It was one of those trips there, And I have just always loved this. Of course, I love any like the Fendi print, the Louis Vuitton.
Yes, we know you like the print, and you like the print so that everybody that sees you tootle past with your little bag knows it's a Fendi or a this or a that. Quiet luxuries are never your thing, is it, Lisa?
Print, the Gucci print. I love those traditional prints, but what I loved about this is the suede in the nude tan. It's just so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And look at that. All of the crystals. It is just beautiful. And for the longest time, I thought that was a snake. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like snaky things, but it's not. It's kind of like, I want to say griffin, but it's almost like a tiger head. I love this bag. I think this bag is so timeless, so beautiful. See how it has the suede there? One of the bags, I don't have this on my wish list, but I love the little Dionysus Mini. I see a lot of people have those in the airport, crossbody, and it's really, really pretty. This bag is just, it's gorgeous. Okay, my
Yeah.
latest and greatest bag. Also,
Another
Gucci,
fugly
and I
one.
did purchase this from my same sales associate at Gucci in New York, and it's not the largest one. And I love, there's just the little details like that Gucci written right there. This bag is perfection. It's the most beautiful color green. It's the suede, microfibered suede with leather. It's named Gucci B because of the way it just molds to your body. It's just, there's not a bad thing you can say about it. Like it has like this really easy magnetic closure. It also comes with the little case that goes inside, and I really enjoyed using this. I got this right before we went to Los Angeles, and every place I walked in, they loved this bag. I think this color was very rare. One of the Gucci stores said they only made 50, but I don't know if they've redone them or whatever, but it is available in lots of other beautiful colors. And
See, the way that picture is there, it looks like the bottom part of it is filthy. And so does hers at certain angles. I wouldn't want a bag that I'd be walking down the street and someone would look and go, God, her bag's filthy. What's she been doing?
the classic Gucci print, that's what I would get. If I were going to get another one, I would get the classic Gucci print because that's timeless. And I really love a bag that already looks almost vintage, but this one, I just love it. Okay, let's switch it up a little bit with this little beauty. Now this bag, not only is it pretty, it's very user friendly. I have used this bag a lot. Like this is a just good bag to use when you go out of town. It packs a punch. The hardware is, I think that is the champagne hardware, so it's not like gold. The top handle, I did not have a Chanel top handle. Beautiful Chanel chain and just a turn lock, and very, very spacious, user friendly. This was like a special edition. I mean, you can still find things similar. That's the way, Chanel will have their basic bags or their, like the flaps and totes and things like that. And then they get new collections. Well, I was in Dallas. This is when I worked with one of the sales associates at the Neiman.
Look at me with my Gucci belt and my Chanel bag and my Rolex watch. Oh, Gil.
Marcus flagship store, and I was going there to get the next bag that I'm going to show you, and it was a new collection, and I got to come in early, and it was really cool because I met her there and the store wasn't open, so I got to go through the back and like go in how the employees go. It reminded me of working in a restaurant, when you would walk through the kitchen. And so I could not choose between this bag and the other one. I remember texting pictures to my parents, and my mom helped me pick this kind of like for going out, and then the next one for my everyday. Here she goes. So I don't know why. I don't know why this thrills me so much, but it's the medium caviar Chanel flap with silver hardware. Now, I don't know what in the world why I preferred the silver. I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but there is just something so classic about the silver. And I've got the gold on my jumbo, but when I looked at this one, this is the one that called to me. I think it's a little bit more casual, maybe, but to me, it just is a little bit more. I keep wanting to say classic, but what is the word that means, like when you think of a black Chanel bag, you think of the silver hardware? That whatever that word is, that's what I think of.
What? What is she going on about? Overpriced?
And I love
Common?
it. Beautiful. Very, very the same bag as the beige one, but in black. So I feel very complete when it comes to these. I've looked at them before, like when I went to Rodeo Drive, and the only other color that may tempt me ever would be a pink or a red, but it isn't on my wish list. Okay, speaking of pink, look at this beauty. This is Gucci.
I'd see if I had the money and I like them Chanel bags, which I do. She showed a picture once and they were all on a shelf and it was like a rainbow. You know what I'm like for a row of rainbow coloured things? If I went into a Chanel shop and they had it in rainbow order on the shelf, I'd be very hard pressed to not buy the whole lot. I love anything that lines up in rainbow order. It looks pretty.
And she just encapsulates every good thing. The shape, the color it's very similar to, let's get that one and try it. Hold on. It's like that same tone, of course, but lighter. But it is just the happiest, most beautiful pink you've ever seen with gold hardware, Gucci written right there. All of those things just, I love it.
Sorry.
I love it. That's why I love like designer sunglasses because they're just so pretty. They're like jewelry. And I have used this bag many times and it is very user friendly. It kind of reminds me of the Coach Tabby. Remember, I had the puffy Coach Tabby and I
That's a word you don't want to be bandering about now, puffy.
sold it because every time I sat that bag down, it just rolled all over the place. I think I should have just taken off the long strap and just used this strap. I think that
Really? You got rid of it because it rolled over. You didn't try and figure out why.
that was the downfall of that. But I'm telling you, Coach has some bags. I'll tell you about them on my wish list. So it has I like a good turn lock and then plenty of room for what I carry. And on top of everything, can you see how beautiful that Gucci print tone on tone is with just like a little bit of glimmer in that thread? Probably sewing and stuff really helped me appreciate different fabrics and stuff too. Oh, this is magical. I love this bag. This bag, the first thing I think of when I see this
Isn't that the same as the other bag?
bag, I was like, this is my throw a fit Chanel bag. I was watching the Napoli sisters, and Lisa has a vintage Chanel bag. And I wanted that bag. I don't know exactly what it is. It looks a little bit like a Diana bag. So I got in my head that I wanted the black Chanel medium flap. And I couldn't get it because they would not. That's when I really learned they won't give it to someone else. They won't, it is just flat out, you've got to be in the store. And I've heard that there's a quota. You can only get a couple a year. So I was messaging like all of my different Chanel reps and
Oh, I bet she was a complete pain in the rear, wasn't she? I want it, I want it, I want it.
they sent me a picture of this one with the little chain that goes down like that. And I got it thinking that I'm not going to like it that much, but I'm going to try it and see. And oh my goodness, this bag is so nice. First of all, it's lambskin.
Why wouldn't you like it? I don't understand this woman. She makes no sense.
Always been freaked out about lambskin, but there is a vintage look to the lambskin. This is my mama's favorite. When I take this bag, she always loves this one. And I didn't think I would. Oh, look at the Cocoa Crush little chain there. I didn't know if I
Cocoa Crush. What's that? What is she talking about?
Liked this at first. Now it's like one of the biggest thing. It's almost like all the things that I didn't know if I would like ended up being my favorite things. The chain going around the bottom. So now when you put it on crossbody, that kind of shows, kind of like that Fendi first, Fendiography bag that has the Fendi on the bottom. It just makes the bag, and it is super easy to use because it's not divided. It isn't a double flap. It is perfection. And I mean, I've used it and it's not beat up, and I'm going to keep on using it because I love it. I think it just,
I'm going to keep on using it. Well, I would hope you would. You've paid enough for it. Use the damn thing.
to me, it is like this is almost like the big 2 carat or the diamond earrings that you never take out. It looks like, you have curated either your jewelry or your bag collection, and this is one of your staples. That's what this reminds me of. It's just so pretty. Every time I do a bag or any kind of video like this, I always wish I had put something else in there. So if I didn't love a bag, I wouldn't still have it. I'm pretty good about getting rid of things, either giving them away. And I do have my website that is linked down below. It's lisalisad1.com. And you have to click on the button that says, I think it just says shop or shop my closet or something like that. John and
You should know it's your baby, apparently. Just shows you, doesn't it? It was my baby for so many years. No, it wasn't. It just sat there.
my daughter Brooke, who's 24, they run that. I barely know what's going on over there. Brooke knows to charge half for everything. So that and we're constantly putting stuff on there because of the nature of my channel here. I'm constantly getting new things. So of course I keep things that are special, special, special. But once it's not special, I want you guys to get it. It's better. I used to take my stuff to a consignment store, and I would rather you have it. So that's why.
I would rather sell it to you because I didn't get that much at the consignment store.
And so I know I've sold a couple of YSL bags. I sold that Pam Stella McCartney bag. I've got a Falabella bag on there now. So like if something doesn't thrill me, I put it there. Okay, so speaking.
What does that sound like? Oh, if it doesn't thrill me, I just sell it. Why buy it if it doesn't thrill you?
Of my wish list, the furry Coach bags. I will put a picture up here. My common sense tells me to get the black, but I really want that one that has all the different colors. That's the one I want. So that's on my list. If I find another Empire bag in a color that I want, that's on my list. Of course, I would love an Hermes Birkin 35 black. I don't even care if it has scratches and has some edge on it. I just want one. So that
I just want one.
is definitely on my list. And I just don't feel like I'm going to get a chance to buy it from a store because I don't have a chance to order 15 blankets and everything else and make a relationship with anyone. So I'm going to have to buy it pre-owned anyway. So if you ever see a black Birkin 35, I'm not particular about the hardware. I want one of those. Okay.
See what she's like? I want it. I want. No, I'd really like to own one of them. I want it. Veruca Salt. Here is your mother.
Let's see, the Ferragamo Hug bag in black, medium with the red interior. It is like a sports car handbag. Now, what's keeping me from getting these bags? I want to buy them in person. I don't like to order things like this expensive.
She wants to be pandered to.
I want to be there. I want to try it on. I want to see if it's magic when we look in the mirror. I mean, I really prefer in-person purchases. So we'll see about that. Okay, the mulberry Bayswater. Years ago, I bought a black patent mulberry Bayswater on eBay. Big, fabulous, and I sold it. One of my big regrets. One of my big regrets. That's why I think I'm drawn to that Gucci bag. Ooh, that Gucci bag gets me excited. Anyway, but the mulberry Bayswater, they have the most beautiful colors. Matter of fact, if you like my Birkin that is just like an off-white, that they've got one at Nordstrom. It's under $2,000. Like Mulberry has the best leather, very similar to like Coach or Chloe or, you know, those good meaty leathers, and just a beautiful bag. Probably the only reason I haven't gotten one of those is one, I'd love to buy it in person, but there aren't Mulberry stores in as many places. Two is the color, deciding on what color. I did see, I think they've come out with a new collection. Yes, it's after my earring pictures. Look at this. This is actually the Alexa in the silver. That is a beautiful bag. Oh my goodness. Anyway, love this, love it, love it. Could be on the wish list. Okay, Ferragamo Hug, Mulberry Bayswater, the Gucci Black. I told
Who has a list like that? And she's determined. She's getting these bags. Come hell or high water. She'll have them.
you about that. Hermes Black 35, Fendi Soft Peekaboo. I have two Fendi Peekaboos, a black one and a purple one. Oh, my purple one. But these are my bags from this year. Make sure I didn't slide another one there, but they're from my best purchases from this year. The purple one I got when we were in that rental house building this house. It's like an iris. It's like the color of purple pansies. It is just gorgeous. I cannot part with it. And I love it. But I really want to try that soft peekaboo. So out of my wish list, tell me below what I should get next. And tell me your
Really?
favorite bag from all the ones that I showed you. And take the time to go look at the Ideal Diamonds website. I would not be telling you about these over and over again if I didn't love them. I think that they are gorgeous. Honestly, if they did like engagement rings, I think that would be so cool too, because the diamonds are beautiful. And I love that I don't have to take these out. Like tonight, if I want to just take a shower in these or swim in these. And I mean, like when you go out of town, you could just wear these the whole time. I just love it.
Does she not know that people do that? Put in earrings and don't take them out until they decide they want to wear another pair? Honest to God, I've never in my entire life met anyone as dim.
Diamonds excite me too. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, this is my ideal necklace. This little cami is from, we'll do an outfit. This little cami is from Amazon. I ordered, it was a 2-pack of this one and a nude one. Okay, my jeans are from Gap.
Is she sending subliminal messages to the hip hop gods or something? We've had Puffy and now we've had Tupac. I'm wondering who's coming next. Biggie.
And my shoes are these little Gucci that I love so much. And then this coat is new from Revolve. And you guys, it is totally, totally lined, even through the sleeves in this satin. It is so snuggly and comfortable. And I feel like it looks very, very high end. It reminds me of something like from The Row or Kate or something like that. Like you could just wear this as your shirt. It is just so pretty, and it's so
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Go out, fucking jacket on and fuck all else.
chocolate. So, okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. And I'll put all of the Ideal Diamonds, all the information down below. Thank you to them again. I'm super flattered, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, they sponsoring you because they think you've got 326,000 subscribers or whatever it is you've bought this week. Anywho, we got to the end. You got there with me. Congratulations, and I will catch you in the next one.